Have you dreamed of having a wonderful life being your own boss? There has never been a better time than now to start your business, and without needing lots of money. Even ordinary things and knowledge you already have can become big business. Here's an example. A man looked at the big trend on Etsy of selling jewelry made from Scrabble pieces. The only video on YouTube that showed how to do it at the time wasn't very good. So he taught himself how to make the jewelry. Then he put together a great PDF of instructions and a video showing how to do it. Guess what? Some months he made $25,000 selling the instructions. Wow! What do you know that people will pay to learn? So don't ask if your dreams are crazy. Ask if they're crazy enough. Now here are two compelling reasons for women as to why now is the time to go into business or expand an existing business. Number one, 47% of the jobs in the United States are at risk of being automated in the next 20 years. Oxford researchers have forecast that machines might be able to do half of all U.S. jobs within 2 decades. Will your job be eliminated through automation? 2. Women make up over half the population, but are less than 30% of executives. Researchers say that at this rate, it will take more than a century to achieve gender parity in management. Even capable women don't get promoted like the guys do. So you've got 3 choices. You can stay stuck in a dead-end job. You can wait for the dreaded pink slip when automation arrives at your workplace, or you can go into business for yourself. Now, why should you listen to me? Because I've actually walked the walk. I've created 2 businesses that each did in today's dollars $2.5 million a year. One I created in my basement grew to selling to 6,000 stores. I share my experiences with you so you can learn from my mistakes. I can show you things that you won't learn in business school, things that I've learned the hard way. Now, too many people read a few books, hang out a shingle, and call themselves a coach. But I've walked the walk, going from startups to big business. I want to show you how I did it in a life-inspiring free class for women who want to be entrepreneurs or already have a business and want to see it grow. You don't have to drag yourself to a dull, dead-end job. You can be your own boss in the future. Now, the time has never been better to do a startup or expansion because you have massive power and resources in your computer and in your mind. You don't have to worry about renting a building, hiring employees, having, the overhead that you would have with owning a business building. You can do this out of your own home. The other side benefit to starting in your own home is you can do what's called the side hustle. You can do this on the side, keep your job, and work on having this business grow until you're comfortable enough that you can make a living on it. I started 2 businesses, one of which grew to 45 employees and the other to over 100. Because I had no business training and didn't know the right way to do things, I had to create new ways of doing business. Those systems were so creative that I was inducted into the Minnesota Women Business Owners Hall of Fame. I'm now teaching a master class just for women on what they don't teach you in business school, called 7 Keys to Kicking Butt. This class will concentrate on the strengths that women bring to business, strengths that are often ignored in business school. So just remember that women have innate skills that men don't have. And yet we're taught as though we're supposed to be like men. But we don't have to be like men to be terrific in business. And while I share the 7 keys to kicking butt, there's also another key that isn't included in the 7, and that's that sometimes you have to kick your own butt. The biggest detriment to success is inaction. So join me in exploring whether you would like to start your own business. Now, in the next lesson, I'll talk about the 3 myths that women tell themselves, myths that hinder them from starting a business.